Hey there, Chuck Fasst here, and I just want to do a quick update on the transmission repair video series that I did a couple years ago when I did the 4L60E transmission in my 95 Camaro Z28. At the time I did it right here in my driveway and using hand tools and other contraptions that I rigged up Rube Goldberg-like, so to speak, without having to buy the expensive repair tools that are designed specifically for this transmission. It was a challenge to see if I could do it, and I was able to, with just a little bit of help from a transmission shop on some sealing rings. But the videos went over well, and thousands of people were able to benefit from my 4-part series and rebuild their own transmissions and save themselves thousands of dollars in the process. So the comments were quite active. A lot of tips and questions were asked, and one that's been asked is, well, how well did it work out? It's always nice to know. It's been a couple of years now, and the car's still running strong. I've mentioned a few things, questions that have been addressed, like I left out some parts that made the car shift pretty hard. Actually, I was trying to make it shift hard, but I would suggest to people who are irritated by hard shifting that they don't leave out those parts that I left out, and you'll see in the video which ones they were. But overall, I've been happy with it. I've learned how to drive it when it needs to be smooth. I can feather the gas pedal and make it shift plenty fine. When I'm racing it, it's always right there, and that's what I like. One problem I've had that has developed is that when I raced it in a quarter mile, it's late shifting into drive, into high. And there's been sometimes in the dead of winter when I take off in the car, when it's stone cold, if I'm driving fast right away from wherever I'm leaving from, without a chance to just slowly drive through a neighborhood or something, the tranny doesn't want to shift up right away. That's happened a few times. And that's about it. The tranny's been great. The modifications I made so it could shift from the neutral into drive was really good. It shifts just like that, and the factory ones don't do that. There's a number of deficiencies in the factory transmissions that you can correct. I used the TCI shift kit and did it step by step. I used the video online and one of the books that's advertised. And they all came in real handy. So the 4-part series, if you want to check it out, put the link right about here. Like I say, everything's held up good. I've still got the original LT1 engine in here. Cross my fingers. Got 130,000 miles or something like that on this now. Since then, I've done I've blown the rear end, and I'll stick the link up here if you want to check that one out. Or if your fuel pump ever goes out, I did that too, and I'll stick the link over here for that. I should probably put the burnout in there. This is what led to the whole transmission rebuild. The first symptoms occurred after I did this burnout. I'll put the link right here and click on that. You can click on any of these links and then come back to this video and continue to watch it. Okay. So I should mention that this YouTube has had many views up until recently, when all of a sudden they just disappeared. There's some kind of an algorithm that YouTube uses, Google, on how they search out videos and make them available to the public. And mine got dumped in a hamper somewhere and kind of disappeared. And so I thought, well, I better do a little update on this, and maybe we can get it back up where it deserves to be so that people can benefit from it. It's a monetized video, which means I have ads that run across the bottom, and maybe someday those ads would be applicable, maybe with TCI parts or something down there. That would be great. You can just click right on that and find out more about this. But if there's an ad down here that captures your interest, feel free to click on it. We make pennies of revenue off these ads. And I wanted to throw in this other little bit of information. The 4L60E is essentially the electronic version of the original 4L60. which was in the earlier years. Mine is a 95, and you can't take and put a 94 4L60E into your 95 Z28. It has to be the same year, same car. You can't take one out of a truck. There's differences. I can't tell you what they are, but there's others out there that can. There's not very much interchangeability. And these 4L60 transmissions are not that much different from the earlier 700 R4. Same case, just some differences. So a lot of what we do here is applicable to those transmissions too. And that's just an upgrade from the old Turbo 400, the 3-speed automatic. So there's tips in these videos that can help you with all those different transmissions. So anyway, if you're on the fence about doing this transmission job, after all it is a pretty big job, look down at the comments underneath my vids, and there's a lot of tips in there and questions and other situations that others have brought up that have gone ahead and dug into their own transmissions. And feel free to hit that like button down there at the bottom, or you can share on another page, or you can embed it in another page just by hitting the buttons down below the video. If you hit show more down below, it will take you down for a little more information about what we're doing and some other links of mine that you can hit to my channel and so forth. So with that, if you're ready to go, just go ahead and go to my 4-part series and get started. And good luck.